Dan in Florida leads us off. Hi, Dan. What's on your mind?
I just had a little event with a grizzly in Yellowstone. Basically, got chased by a grizzly bear. Got live to tell about it. They were going northeast, or I was going east-west. They were going north-south. Bear saw me on the highway, came after me, covered 100 yards in the time it took me to go about 20. Luckily, I was going perpendicular. They apparently can't cut very well, but they can come at you at 40 miles an hour. So got lucky and did everything you're not supposed to do. Then you realize how low on the food chain you are.
Thank you, Dan. Yeah, somebody was telling me that our guide was one of those guys who lives in a small house where he cuts his own firewood. He's just got a stove in there.
Oh, he's a man.
He goes out and he'll hunt elk in the winter, and then, he'll dress it and then bring it back, and that's his food for the winter. Like a real man. And, he was talking about being chased by a bear. And, he said, their sense of smell is a mile away. And he just said, once they track you, like you got to make a decision. And he had a bow and arrow, but he wasn't going to shoot the bear unless he was going to get killed. It's weird when you have, how was your day today, hon? Got chased by a bear, but, I didn't use the bow and arrow there. Like, oh, okay. How was yours? Great. I went to Taco Bell, and then I went to Bed Bath & Beyond,
Got my nails done.
Yes, yeah, Paulie.
So they say you stand motionless if there's a bear near you.
I don't know how you could do that.
Or you walk slowly backwards, real slowly, and just trying to walk away from the situation.
Inch
but
by
never
inch,
run, they say.
Step by step. No. And then I said, but I thought bears could climb trees. And they said, no, cubs can, I believe.
Oh.
I believe. But I didn't have to worry about this. But, they did talk about that there's bears and, there's mountain lions and there's wolves and there's a lot of things going on there. And I said, good. Hopefully we won't run into that. Yes, Marv.
Bridgeport doesn't sound bad at all.
No, Connecticut didn't sound bad.
Nope.
But I didn't run into any of that, though. Just,
But you're a man, though, so you
I
stood your
am
ground.
not a man. I would have cried. Because I don't know how bears react if you just get in the fetal position and cry. But that would have been my defense. Yes, Paul.
Is it the same with other animals? Like if you run into a wolf, is it the same thing? Walk slowly away, or is there a different strategy? That'd be nice to know. Is like a flip chart that we could have.
I wasn't told. Like in case of
right. That's something you want to know because
if you encounter ... But I didn't get a flip chart there that I would have on my wrist like quarterbacks do.
Yeah, just
okay. Yeah. But real quick though, is you get all of a sudden you're encountering a bear or a wolf. Let me flip this up. Run in a crooked. Don't run straight. I survived though. It was fine.
RPO.
Yeah. It wasn't a run pass option. No, it would have been just run was the only option there. Brandon in Texas. Hi, Brandon.
Hi. How's it going?
Great, Brandon.
Hey, bears. We got to get back to this bear thing before somebody accidentally gets eaten.
Oh.
So, black bears and grizzly bears, both self-proclaimed bear insider here, by the way.
Oh.
Both black bears and grizzly bears climb trees. Black bears do it regularly. It doesn't matter if they're cubs or full size. And if it's black, you fight back. If it's brown, you lay down. If it's white, say goodnight because you're not going to make it. So those are the bear rules. We need to get that clear before somebody out there gets hurt and you guys get blamed for it.
Oh, I'm not going to get blamed for it. I didn't see a bear. I was just told about that. But Brandon, thank you. Yeah, Pauline.
He went really fast. Can we review that? Because I think he said with a black bear, you fight back.
Oh, no. Oh, Tyler just hung up on him.
Figure it out on our own.
So brown lay down, black fight back, white good night.
I've seen people up north, the people I know who have bears come in their backyards, they just go out there and bang pots and pans and kind of yell at the bear, and the bear takes off like they don't want any part of it. Those are black bears in like Vermont and places like that.
Okay.
But I don't know about brown bears.
All I know is this guy who is a real outdoorsman was telling me about bears that he had actually encountered. And I said, hey, do they climb trees? And then he said, not all bears climb trees. He said, but cubs can climb trees. Maybe we get an actual bear expert who can give us the official definition of what to do, the strategy of what to do when you're encountering these bears, just so I do a public service announcement. I did not run into any bears in Montana. I just ran into somebody who has run into bears before when he was out bow hunting elk. That's all I know. And he said, until you're 20 feet away and you know that this is life or death. Yeah, Marv.
Is he one of those guys where he looks like he doesn't wear like an actual like coat? He just wears like a flannel all year long? Like a coat, that's for suckers.
No, this guy, his name Kelly, and he is a bad dude. He is a nicest guy, but he lives the life. He's in a small, cabin. There's no heat. He cuts like 7 cords of wood a winter or something. Does all of that. Goes out and gets his food, kills it in the mountains and brings it back down.
Missing a finger, but a great story behind it.
Yeah, but, didn't even care that he lost a finger.
Yeah.
Yes, Marvin.
You said his name was Kelly?
Yeah.
You know he's a tough guy because I'm sure somebody tried to make fun of him when he was a kid.
Well.
Oh, your name's Kelly? Like Kelly, Tracy, Jamie, and people that are guys? Try them. See what happens.
Yeah. No, this guy was the real deal. He was an unbelievable guide, fishing guide. Unbelievable. But he's there all year round. That's why it's beautiful in the summertime in Montana. And we're outside of Butte, Montana. And it gets to, you're like, God, I could live here. The scenery is gorgeous. And then I go, what's it like in the winter? He goes, you don't want to be here in the winter. And this is from, if he was in a tough man contest, I would back him. But he just said it gets, really cold. And nobody goes out. It's survival of the fittest. Yes, Todd.
I find this fascinating. I was doing a little search on bear encounters and what to do and not do. Number 1 on this particular list, identify yourself by talking calmly to the bear so he knows you're a human and not some sort of prey animal.
Well, what am I supposed to do? Say, hey, I'm Paulie from the Dan Patrick Show and hope he watches?
Could you imagine that bear if Todd started talking to it? He'd be like, will you shut up? Let me just eat you.
Or I just make him so crazy, he just runs in the other direction. I can't deal with this guy anymore. He talks
Headline,
fast,
bear bored to death in the woods.
slurs he can't make the SH sound. He slurs
Takes own life after being bored for half an hour.
Yeah, if you start to...
Want to know what my
the
commute
bear
is?
That could set the bear off. He's like, what? What did you just do?
What's my commute from the tree to the river? I don't know how to answer that. What's wrong with this guy? He wasn't even sure if he should have shown up.
Let's take a break here.
Introduce yourself to the bear and speak calmly.
Thank you, Todd.